Do you know that our body can detect a change and can correct it back to its normal condition? Let's consider an airplane or a car. Now there are models of cars and airplanes that can reach its destination by not having a pilot or a driver. This is done by using a software called autopilot. Let us now study the autopilot within our body. This is Teacher Jeffrey. Welcome! If you are new to this channel, click like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for our upcoming videos. Come and dive in. Today, we will study homeostasis, the autopilot in our body. We will give its meaning, give examples when this process is at work, and explain the idea of control by negative feedback. These are the tasks that we are going to do. 1. Define homeostasis. 2. Give examples of homeostasis in the human body. 3. Explain the concept of control by negative feedback. Task 1. Define homeostasis. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, it states, it is the ability or tendency of a living organism, cell or group to keep the condition inside it the same despite any changes in the condition inside, any changes in the condition around it, or this state of internal balance. So, in this video, we define homeostasis as the maintenance of a constant environment. Task 2. Examples of homeostasis in the human body. What are the conditions that needs to be maintained? The conditions are body temperature, blood glucose concentration in the blood, and water concentration in the blood. For the temperature in our body, it needs to be maintained at 37 degrees Celsius. For the concentration of glucose in the blood, it needs to be within 4 to 5.4 millimoles per liter of blood. That will be for fasting. But 2 hours after eating, it needs to be up to 7.8 millimoles per liter of blood. How about the water concentration in the blood? It must be approximately 290 milliosmol per kilogram of water. Task 2 examples of conditions that needs to be maintained are body temperature, blood glucose concentration in the blood, and water concentration in the blood. Task 3. Explain the concept of control by negative feedback. We will start with the 37 degrees Celsius as the normal body temperature. This is also called the normal set point. Our body needs to maintain this in its internal environment. So this is the internal value of our body, 37 degrees Celsius. If there will be any change to the normal set point of our body temperature, like for example 37 degrees Celsius, that is the normal set point, whether it will increase or decrease, the body needs to bring it back to its normal set point, which is 37 degrees Celsius. This reaction, which is opposite to the condition or the changes, is called the negative feedback. On the slide, there is the 37 degrees Celsius. So on the left and on the right, we need to maintain this temperature. This is the normal set point. When it increases, looking at the red arrow, it means that the temperature goes up. It means it's more than 37 degrees. It might be 38, 39, or 40. The body will respond to the increasing temperature by correcting it opposite to the increasing temperature. So it needs to decrease it down back to 37 degrees Celsius. The corrective response of the body is called a negative feedback. Negative feedback is also applicable to blood glucose concentration. When the blood glucose concentration increases about 7.8 millimole per liter in the body, this needs to decrease the amount of glucose, bringing it back to its normal set point, thus maintaining its internal environment. Here is the pathway of regulating body temperature. It needs a stimulatory change, whether above or below the normal set point, detected by the sense organ or receptor, interpreted by the control center, which is the hypothalamus for body temperature, and sends the corrective mechanism by negative feedback to the target organs, bringing the temperature back to its normal set point, which is 37 degrees Celsius. Task 3. Explain the concept of control by negative feedback. Negative feedback is the opposite reaction of the body to the changes in the internal environment. Thus, homeostasis or balance is obtained. Now you may ask, what is the importance of homeostasis in the human body? One of the reasons why the body needs to maintain its internal environment are the enzymes. Enzymes will be denatured once the internal temperature and pH is not corrected. Our knowledge gained today are: 1. We define homeostasis. 2. We give 3 examples of homeostasis in the human body. And 3. We explain the concept of control by negative feedback. Teacher have explained, and I will give you now the challenge for you to answer in the comments below. Challenge are: 1. Define homeostasis. 2. State 3 examples of homeostasis in the human body. 3. Explain the concept of control by negative feedback. If this video helps you understand better the topic about homeostasis, please do share it to your friends. Always remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. This is Teacher Jeffrey.